Hi, Rich Carrubba for bowlingball.com. We posted an article recently called Bowling Ball RG and Differential Range Ratings. And we highly recommend that you read it because it'll talk to you about the important measurements the scientists or the engineers who design bowling balls use to determine the ball motion and the range ratings to communicate to you. So when you educate yourself with this information, it helps you select your next bowling ball to fit into your arsenal and match to the lane conditions that you're targeting. So we think learning about bowling ball RG and bowling ball differential range ratings is important in the equipment selection process and something we urge you to read the article. I don't want to get into all the technical information about the article as much, but I think it's safe to say, let's talk first about what RG and differential essentially are. Bowlingball.com describes RG as a measurement the numbers ratings are 2.460 to 2.80 is what we use as a range. Some companies have converted them into scales of 1 to 10 when they'll advertise it to help make it easier for you. But I think if you recognize the numbers that are posted, you'll see if it's low, medium, or high RG bowling balls. And you know, these numbers describe the distribution of mass inside a given bowling ball. And the RG is a count of the location of that mass inside the ball. High numbers indicate that the ball's mass is distributed more toward the cover. It's a cover-heavy ball, which promotes length potential. And that's through the front part of the lane, through the mid lane as well. Low RG numbers indicate that the ball mass is distributed more toward the center part of the ball and promotes an earlier roll on the front part of the lane. And that's typically what you might see on heavy oil conditions when a ball is designed to fight those type of conditions. And medium RG, of course, describes sufficient bowling ball skid length to reach the mid lane before transitioning into the hook phase of the overall ball motion. And what we do in the article is we rate low, medium, and high with these measurements. So if you see a number, you can refer to the article. And on a given bowling ball advertising flyer, you can find out the RG rating of the ball and what it means to you and how it fits into different lane conditions. The differential of RG now is the difference between the maximum and minimum RG. And that means the RG differential indicates a bowling ball's track flare potential, how much you see the bow tie effect on the ball after you roll it down the lane, the oil rings come back to you, and you see the flare potential of the ball. The higher the flare potential, the more angular, more sharper hook from the break point to the pocket, and of course the lower flare potential means the ball maintains a more stable roll, won't hook quite as much, and it'll be a little bit more controllable reaction. So depending on the flare potential will give you the type of back-end reaction that match to the RG rating, and overall it describes the shape of a motion for you. The cover stock really determines, is the final factor in tying the RG and the differential of RG together, so those are things you need to learn. And of course in the article as well you'll find the chart that we developed for the differential of RG range measurements into the 3 of the numerical ranges we discussed, low, medium, and high differential of RG. Well, anyway, we do discuss a third rating, and that is the intermediate differential, and I don't want to confuse you. You might see some manufacturers refer to it as mass bias, some as intermediate differential. It's a fine-tuning device, and what that does is it helps with the layout pattern options your Pro Shop has to help you control specifically the range of motion and the motion control that you're seeking as you become a more and more skilled player. If you're a highly skilled player now, you'll want to take in all these factors into account. So having this article to refer to understand converting some of these numbers so you can look at the ratings the manufacturers produce on their own products, and you can tie it together and make a decision if a given bowling ball is the best one for you to add to your arsenal. So check these out, try to get familiarized with this information, and you can of course type a comment in at the bottom of the article if you have any questions. We hope this information helps you, and we want to wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.